All right, so the last part of this talk would have been talking about different Advent traditions, and there are many that the church has, but I just wanted to highlight three for you, and each one of these will be its own separate video. So the first one is an Advent wreath. So as you can see right here, this is what a traditional Advent wreath might look like. So it would have 4 candles, each to represent the weeks, those 4 weeks of the Advent time. And they're marked according liturgically to what the vestments that Father would be wearing. So the first 2 would be purple, and then there is a pink one for Gaudete Sunday, the 3rd week of Advent, and then finally we go back to the purple. So many people wonder, why is it pink or rose? And so a simple explanation with children is from purple to white, in between is a rose color. So we lighten up a bit during that Gaudete Sunday in order for us to not lose hope, right, of where we're going to. So you'll see that also in Advent, we have a break midway to do that. Many people will maybe put a white candle, like a Christ candle. This represents like the Easter candle that we use, also your baptismal candle. So that Christ is that long-awaited light that came into the world with it. So with every week, you can light a candle. So for the first week, we would be lighting this particular candle. Now, as traditions kind of have went, so an Advent wreath that looks something like this would have came from about the 1600s from Germany. And so it's just a nice way to mark off these times, but you can apply prayers to go to it as well. So in your packet that you get home, we have a couple of samples that you could do with your family if you wanted, if you don't have an Advent wreath, but you would like to start one. So we have one for the younger children that would cut out the wreath and then the candles and then be able to light them as the weeks go on with that. So that's for the younger children. And then for the older ones is a kit that looks like this that you'd be able to color and cut out, and then you could prop up with it. The last one that I just have here is just an idea, especially if you have really little children, and as a mom, I miss these little times where they had this little baby hands. So if you wanted to sketch their hand, trace their hand, print off, and then put it onto like green paper to use that. Once you fan it out, it does look like an evergreen, and the evergreen is used for the symbol in the circle of life and forever life. So you can make your own one that you could keep and cherish for a long time. And then in order for them to kind of use it more, you could use the battery operated candle instead of having a live candle going on. Going back to this one, as you can see, each one of these candles is marked for what we are praying with for that for the year, for the week. I'm sorry. So the first one is hope. It is considered the prophecy candle. So we're looking at those prophecies of old, especially from Isaiah, where it talks about the people who walked in darkness have seen a great light, and so they're projecting forward to when the Messiah would come, and he projected that 700 years before he came. So we might be looking at that, or also look to our Old Testament readings at how they're longing for the time when the Messiah would come. So that's the first one, of hope. The next one is the candle of peace. So we're praying for peace in the world. And then the lightened up one, the rose-colored one, would be for joy, for Rejoice Sunday. And then the last one is for love that we are praying for. So there is a little song that goes to this that you could sing with your children. So not the best singer, but if you wanted to have them around, you could sing this song. Light one candle for hope, one bright candle for hope. He brings hope to every heart. He comes, he comes. Light one candle for peace, one bright candle for peace. He brings peace to every heart. He comes, he comes. Light one candle for joy, one bright candle for joy. He brings joy to every heart. He comes, he comes. Light one candle for love, one bright candle for love. He brings love to every heart. He comes, he comes. So hopefully the Advent wreath can be a very visual way to work with your children to understand these 4 weeks that we are waiting with expectant hope, to mark down those times, and as we're creating that home in our hearts, to be able to welcome Christ.